Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays69. Welcome back to the channel. Now, the Super Conqueror is in store for 20,000 gold, or if you want to buy the legendary camo, which I think looks amazing, the Rex, you could get it for 2,000. Yeah, I wish. 25,000 gold. Yes, this is quite a bit of money, but you're looking at 20k gold without the camo. I mean, it is just a camo. You can always get the camos discounted in the future. So I'd probably recommend, if you're going to buy it, just buy it without the camouflage if you don't have that gold. But it's a very, very good tank. Now, 20k gold is the standard price for a Super Conqueror. Now, it's finally back. Like, it's been so long since the Super Conqueror has been on sale. I don't even remember it ever being on general sale for gold. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, then it's only been for sale for once before. Now, there is many different ways that you can get the Super Conqueror. You've got the lucky crates and stuff like that. So there is, but obviously the crates, you don't want crates, you want to buy the tank outright, and now is that opportunity. Now, I've known a few people that have been waiting for the Super Conqueror for such a long time, and in fact they've saved gold for so long, months and months and months, just waiting for the Super Conqueror. So I'm glad to see it back. It is a fantastic tank. The penetration is decent. It's got 110 millimeters of HE as well. You can get that to 121, I believe, if you run the calibrated shells. DPM is 2,800, but again, if you run it with the calibrated shells, you're getting around 270 millimeters of pen with the calibrated shells, and your DPM does go down to around 2,400. But because of the high pen hesh, I would probably recommend using that calibrated shells, because even with the calibrated shells, the DPM isn't actually too bad for a heavy tank. Now, it's got an amazing turret, absolutely amazing turret. We're going to look at the Super Conqueror on the enemy team, just so you can see the armor profile. Now, the armor profile is so good on this tank, and if you can angle it, if you can go hold down, you will get bounces. Now, we've got 2 games for you today, and both of these games have a lot of bounces. Now, our guy here has already bounced 1,000 hit points, 1,000 hit points, and he's still full hit points. Now, that will become absolutely crucial later on, because at the moment it is a 4 versus 4, and his team are falling apart. They are bleeding hit points, and you could just look at that armor profile there. If he was hiding his hole, I don't even know how that pen shot. I think he just got the weak point there, but you can see the armor profile on that thing is absolutely amazing, and he gets yet again another bounce from this object 704. So there goes the E4, there goes the STB. Unfortunately can't quite get around, but the Leopard PTA has just gone on a full YOLO mission, and he's just going to bleed his hit points and die very, very quickly. So that leaves our guy on his own against 4 tanks. He is still full hit points just until that shot there. So he needs to take out this guy. There's a lot of tanks around him, and 1,600 block damage so far. He's going to get a little bit more as well on top of that. But if these guys rushed him, then it doesn't matter how good your tank is. I mean, look at that. When you hold down your turret, there is not really that many weak points on the tank itself, and you can see here, like, very, very strong. And that is the way you play this tank, and that's the way you play many tanks, to be honest, is hold down. It does have the gun depression as well. It has the DPM, and of course it does have that high hesh pen as well, at 110 or 120 millimeters. So if you can get behind tanks, you will penetrate a lot of them with HE, doing more damage than you would with the AP. So definitely recommend getting the calibrated shells on the tank. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, because with a tank like this in tier 10, there isn't going to be too many options for that hesh, unless you can use the mobility. I mean, the mobility is quite a quick tank anyway, but it really is up to you. But I personally would probably recommend using that calibrated shells if you're, depending on how you play the tank. depending on how you play the tank. If you're going to play it like a heavy, then yeah, there's no point running the calibrated shields, because you're going to be in front line. You're going to be in front of the tanks in these kind of positions. But if you want to play it with the mediums, supporting your mediums, then yeah, use the calibrated shells, because you will be able to do more HE pen. So yes, the DPM will lower, but overall it will go higher because you're getting the HESH out more, which will up your DPM. So would I recommend the tank? Definitely. If you've got the gold, I would definitely recommend this tank. It is one of my favorite tier 10 premium tanks or collectibles, and it is a very solid tank. If you like the FV215B, you should like the Super Conqueror. Now, I love the Super Conqueror more than the FV215B. I think it just performs better in battle. Now, both of these have fantastic turrets, and if you have got the FV215B and you haven't played the Super Conqueror, but you've got the gold, then you will kind of know how to play the tank, because it's very, very similar. So yeah, go hold down. If you can get yourself into them hold down positions, you will have a whale of a time. And we're going to watch this battle here, an absolutely amazing battle and a true example of just how you should play the Super Conqueror. I mean, look at that, straight up 1300 block damage. He is on a hill and he's going hold down, and for these guys to get their gun down, they do have to expose themselves even more, so they will just get shot. Now, this 60 TP is a difficult tank to penetrate, again, just like the Super Conqueror. When that tank is hold down, then there's not much you can do about that tank. And there are a few tanks in tier 10, is when you come up to a ridgeline and you see one of these on the enemy team in that hold down position, you just want to back up and go elsewhere, because there's really not much that you're going to be able to do with a hold down Super Conqueror. So we're going to watch this game now. 1500 block damage, as you can see. He is still full hit points, and at the moment he's only got 1100 damage. But you can see on the right side, the red team have started to push these guys. There goes the waffle, and they're just now going to flank. So they need to clear these guys, and they need to relocate before these medium tanks get behind and start farming some easy damage. Now, there goes another tank. So it's 5 versus 7. Already they have their work cut out, but he wants to focus on this 60 TP. It's a good tank to get rid of. It is an upgraded E100 in a way, but I like his awareness here. He's looking around the map to see where those medium tanks are, and he really wants to deal with this 60 TP. Here comes the E50M. Now he has a choice to make. Does he go for the 60 TP, or does he go for the E50M? Now, luckily for him, that 60 TP actually backs down, so he's just going to go back down here and try and deal with these guys. Now, the E50M is a great tank to get rid of because it has the DPM, and all round it's a very, very strong tank. Now, I probably wouldn't recommend this 60 TP in pushing, because he's just going to come off worse. When you're up against something with a nice DPM, a nice gun, you're always going to come off worse. And yet again, he gets another bounce. But it is now a 4 versus 6. A 4 versus 6, and it's now a 3 versus 6. And there's a few tanks that are low hit points. You got the E50M there, the 60 TP, the Conway over there. They are all lower hit points, but still, when it's a 3 versus 6, it doesn't really matter how many hit points there are. If there's 6 tanks against 3, then this should not be a win. So he's now thinking about relocating. There, the E100 behind, which he focuses on, gets him gone, and now it just leaves that waffle and the enemy waffle over that side of the map. Now, I personally would probably go towards this waffle, because we know he is all on his own, and now with that that shot there, we know that he hasn't got the spool liner. So I would have personally gone to help his waffle. He probably wouldn't have been able to save his waffle, but considering we know that the waffle is on his own that side of the map, and that you can kill him and then go to the right side around, but he's actually sticking around this side of the map where we know that there are actually 3 other tanks around this area. It was a bold move, a risky move, and will it pay off? Will this risky move pay off? So he knew that there was a few tanks around this side of the map, so he's just coming back. Again, I don't think this is the best position, knowing that there is a waffle coming this way as well, but he does manage to catch the Conway, and he does low roll 391. He needed to take him out, really. He could have probably shot HE at him. Whether it would have taken him out, I don't know if he's running the spool liner or not, but he does manage to take him out, and he's going to get now a shot from the grill from behind, but again, he does manage to get a lovely bounce, and that was from the grill, which is, I mean, 3,400 blocked damage at the moment, and now he's managed to bring it down to a 1 versus 2. But one shot from each of these guys, it is game over. So again, I like the way he's doing this. I like the way he's trying to hide from the waffle and just trying to focus on the one tank. And now he's in a good position because we know where the waffle is. He's going to drop down and he's just going to use this tank's mobility, and he's going to use the armor profile. And now he doesn't want to go towards the waffle yet because he's not a one shot. He needs to take care of this grill because he is a one shot. So he's just going to back up. He's hopefully resetting his camo, and hopefully he can sort of scare these guys. And as you can see there, the grill wasn't expecting that, and before you know it, it is now a 1 versus 1. He does get shot from the waffle. Now it's the waffle can actually clear him now. The waffle's got a great reload, so I think he is going to reload before, but as he gets there, he gets very, very lucky, and he does low roll and leaves him on 88 hit points. But overall, very, very good game. It just shows how strong this tank can be. It can carry, it's got armor, it's got DPM, it's got the penetration. It's just overall an amazing tank. And if you've got 20k gold sitting in your account and you don't know what to spend it on, this could be that tank you spend it on. Fantastic tank, and if you've got the money, then it's definitely worth buying. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm meadsyreplays, and I will catch you all soon. Bye bye. With